Alright, heyo everyone, and welcome to something that will hopefully work out very, very well, but probably won't at all. What you are about to see my brother and I do today is play Game Dev Tycoon, to where what we're going to do is we're going to do it in a couple sessions, and we're basically going to try and see who can be the better game developer. So, obviously I'm joined by my brother Zach. Go ahead and say hi.
Hello.
Yes, that is my brother Zach. If you don't know him, I will probably post a photo of him somewhere in the video right now, if our editing skills will allow that. So, yes, what we're going to do is in just a few seconds here, we're going to start up a game, and we're going to go for about an hour or so before we go and just stuff our faces full of more food, which is why you may hear some crunching from either one of our audios. So,
Sorry.
yes. We do apologize, but it is Christmas Day, and instead of eating a big meal, we are just munching on stuff all day. So, deeply sorry about that, but we will begin our games in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so my brother did say that he will not be talking as much. He may do a bit of commentary here and there. We can't record his screen, unfortunately, but we are recording mine, so he may come in certain spots about the latest game he's doing or what he's calling it for a reason. But for me, I will be narrating quite a bit of this in case, you're just listening to this and not watching, so yes. So, welcome to Game Dev Tycoon. In this business simulation, transported back to the story of your own game development company. We're at the beginning of the PC revolution. The next 35 years, you can build your dream company, create best-selling games, gain fans, become the leader of the market, which is what we're going to try and see. Who is better, my brother or I? So, obviously, 35 years, it's figuring about 2015 as the start point. So, 35 years ago brings us to 1980-ish. So, before you can start your venture, you have to give your upcoming company a name. So, company name. Alright, I didn't think this through ahead of time. So, we are literally just going to be called Lego Corp, but spelled Corp with dot. Player name, we are going to go with the very original name, Lego MacGyver. Obviously, this is during the 80s where the TV show MacGyver was in its fullest. So, what we're going to try and do is try and create a me, which, let's see, that looks like my hair, and we need a nice little sweater or something. Oh, I love that. It has a little argyle on this sweater. Perfect. So, tutorial, if you want to review the tutorial messages. We have not played this before, so yes, I do want a tutorial. Congratulations, we are starting our own company. At the moment it is in our garage with our DeLorean, which we came back from the future in. And so it's in the garage, only one employee right now, but don't worry, we may become a successful business at some point. One thing I do want to mention is I personally love the background music to this game. It's a little bit like jazzy in a way. I really, really like it. And another thing you'll notice is there's no webcam for me like I usually have. A lot of people who I have seen play Game Dev Tycoon don't use a face cam, mainly because at some points, mainly later on in the game, it's very hard to find a spot to put it because a lot of stuff will be coming up on the screen. And I don't want to block anything for you guys. So we have to start developing our first game. Close this messages and click anywhere to bring up the action menu. Woo! Buy the game. Awesome. So here we are. Here's our little Lego MacGyver right here in the top right hand corner. You can see time ticking away. So we won't waste any time at all. Develop a new game. Before we can develop, decide what kind of game you want to create and give your game a name. You can also select with graphic technology your game should use. Your options are initially limited, but once you have a bit of experience, we can unlock new options, which is what we always want to do. So, pick a topic. From
My
all the
topics
people.
were pretty sweet. You're not gonna top mine.
Oh, really? What are yours?
I got life, dungeon, UFO, and school.
Oh, I got fashion, superheroes, city, and medieval.
Dang. Dungeon Master Race.
Alright, so obviously there's not a whole lot we can really do here at the start, but something we're going to jump right into. We're going to make a city game. Pick a genre. We are going to have this as simulation, a city simulation game for... Now, for those of you who have not seen this game, they do change the names for some of the gaming platforms. They basically does a timeline almost to what video game history has been of stuff being released. So the G64 is what is called the Ganador 64, which in reality is the Conador. And obviously PC is still PC, which at the moment you'll see market share is a lot higher for the Ganador 64, even though it costs a little more, whereas PC costs less, but right now has less market share, even though we know later on it'll be higher because the 64 will become obsolete. So we're going to go right away into PC, and we're going to be real original. First game we're going to create is going to be called Lego City. So we're going to go next. What was that?
Real original name there.
Thank you. Alright, do we want it text-based or we want 2D graphics V1 because we want only the best for any Lego game. And so we have our little Lego MacGyver guy going at it here, saying as game developer runs through 3 stages. At the beginning of each stage you can decide what areas of the game you want to focus on. Picking the right focus for your game greatly increases the points you generate. As you can see up at the top, there's bugs, design, technology, and research. So think about the areas you want to focus on, read a brief description. So yes, so here's developmental stage 1. So we are in a simulation game to where story crest we don't want as much, so we're going to move the slider down a bit. I don't really want to put it all the way to the ground because you still put time into it, but we should still put in a bit. Engine we're going to want a little more, and gameplay we're going to put up there. Of course I don't know for sure, so we're just going to trial and error this. Click OK, and we have our little guy thinking here a moment before he gets back at it. And as you can see up at the top, we have this bar. So game development has now started. Developing your game, you'll generate points, which you can see bubbling up, these little colorful dots that come out of my head. Game points are divided into design points and technology points. The more we generate, the better the game will be, which is important. But of course, there's always bugs. We don't want bugs, but we will see what we do with bugs once we're towards the end of making our game. Alright, so stage 2, dialogues, level design, and artificial intelligence. Dialogues for simulation, we don't really want a whole lot of, so we'll bring that down. Level design, way up. And artificial intelligence, we'll sort of keep at a 50-50 there. And we'll generate up some more points. So, Zach, what is it you have named your first game?
My first game's gonna be the world's best game. Dankest Dungeon the Fall.
Wow.
It's gonna be pretty good.
We'll have to wait and see. Goodness me. I almost choked on a cracker. During developmental, you can also select additional features. Right now we can only pick basic sounds, which is better than nothing, I must say. So, you'll see the graphic type you selected when you define the game. This will remind you of your choice. We cannot change it mid-game, which I don't know why we would. So, basically, yeah, 2D graphics, we can't unselect it, but basic sounds, we can. But we want it in, because no, actually, we don't want it in. We don't want it in with Lego City. It's only 2D. There's not so much. So, we'll decide, boom, through the roof. Graphics, boom, through the roof. Sound, we're not doing too much, so we're going to put that down to like 7%. And we're going to continue on. I have a feeling I screwed up already, but, you know.
The best games are fully cranked games, man. Can't go easy on it. My game now has 12 fans.
You've already brought it out and everything. Well, of course, you're not reading through, so you're probably speeding through, which, yeah, we'll have to see if that helps you or not. Alright,
I'll go slow. I'll go slow.
Alright, so press finish button to publish your game. release a game without fixing bugs can severely affect your ratings, which is true, and we'll have to later pay cash to then go and fix them. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wait. As you can see, over time, my guy will just fix those bugs by himself before we hit finish, and it'll keep generating design and technology until we hit finish like we have just did. Therefore, we'll wait a few moments. Development of the game is now finished. While developing games, you may gain experience and improve your skills, which is also in that research. When development is completed, you'll be presented with a summary of the experience gained. So, this is what it is. As you can see, oh, there's a new icon up there. It looks like we can edit the name again, which is new from where I last saw anybody play this game, which last time I saw anybody play this game was, I believe, Sips from the Yargs cast, and I believe that was from gameplay he had 2 years ago, which, very hilarious watching him as long as you're okay with, yeah. It's some very age-appropriate language he uses, but he's hilarious. So as you can see, all of these leveled up, and after time they will level up to the next level. Good judgment, create a game with a good topic genre combination. Awesome. So now his computer will be handed off to publishing, which does it all by itself, and then we will see reviews come up in just a second here. Alright, so game reviews. So the first reviews of our game have come in. So, reviews, we have a 7, a beautiful from Star Games. We have an 8 from Informed Gamer, very good.
Holy.
Awesome. 7, simulation games work well on PC from Game Hero, thank you very much. And all games, come on, why is it always with all games? 6, shows potential. Well, it's our first game, so we can't judge too harshly. So after publishing a game, you can invest a little bit in time to analyze your creation and generate a game report. Game reports are a great way to gain research points as well as valuable insights into what works and what doesn't work for developing a game. To develop a game report, close this message and then click anywhere on the game to bring up the action menu. Generate game report. Interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do this. We're going to do that just for the sake of it. So this is what we currently have. Currently we have not sold anything because we have not given enough time, so let's do that. News! Lego Corp, a newcomer in the game industry, has just released the first game, Lego City, very accurately named. The game's received favorable reviews. With a good start, Lego Corp are sure to gain fans quickly. Well, let's hope so. Oh, this purple bar is new. Nice. First week of sales, we sold 3,413. We made it to number 33 in the charts. Woo! All those 3s. Illuminati's confirmed!
Yuck.
The funny thing is, though, I actually have a sound thing to where I can put the X-Files thing in there. I'm gonna have fun editing. Now that your game is on sale, you receive the income from the game every week. See how well your game is looking by the sales graph at the top right of the screen, as you can see there. And we have 22 fans. Woo! Game number 1, done. Our post-release analysis of Lego City is complete, and we got the following results. Oh wow, game report. City and simulation is a good combination. Sound seems to be quite important for this type of game. Oh, ooh, and we had like almost no sound at all. Well, you know, we learn from our mistakes. So, game reports are a great way to gain more research points and new insights. That's good to know. It pays off to generate a report for each game you release. We might not. Now that you've completed your first game report, it's a good idea to look at the research menu. Open that, click anywhere. So, research. It's important. Save enough research points to be able to create your own game engine, which won't come for a little while. We'll see if we get to that within our first hour. So, try to develop games with different topics and combinations for more boost. So, obviously nowhere near a game engine, nor do we have enough stuff for it. So, unlock a new topic: horror, hunting, vampire, and Wild West. Oh, you know, I think we want to get vampire. So then we will hit the start research, and our little dude will sit there for a couple of moments, researching up vampires way before the time of Twilight, where pop media culture of vampires was still on the wonderful Christopher Lee's interpretation of Dracula, and later on Gary Oldman, and they weren't ruined. So, sales record of 10k units sold. by the end of week 5, it looks like. Woo! Important milestone already with our first game. Excellent. And boom! We have now successfully researched vampire. But we're not going to develop a vampire game right now. We are going to do, let's see, 1980s. Oh, medieval. We need to do a medieval. Ooh, medieval adventure for PC, because it's a little cheaper. And what are we going to call it? We are going to call it Camelot Crest. Very original. Very, very original. Next. And it's going to be text-based. I'm going to try it with text-based. Usually, not many people do it. They want to go right into the 2D graphics. But every once in a while, you want to change it up, I'd suppose. So, for an adventure game, stories and crest, we really want up there, along with gameplay and engine. We're going to put about 50-50 to each other. We'll generate up some points. Still reaping in the benefits of Lego City. So, alright, dialogues and adventure we want up. Level design will bring down a bit, and artificial intelligence will keep it that 50-50. Alright, we generated just over $110,000 from Lego City. We sold just over 16,000 units. Amazing. Industry news. This will come up every once in a while about new stuff happening in the industry, saying that the Govador G64 is steadily outselling PC, which doesn't matter too much right now, but it will increase the benefits you get if you were doing on the Govador. So, for the lower price, great availability. But needless to we know, we have the knowledge of the future. So we're still going to put it for the PC. Adventure game, we want sound. We want, even though it's text-based, we still want a good 60% sound. World design, we want a lot of, but graphic will bring down. It's text-based, but we still want a good 45%-ish. Quite a few bugs in Camelot Crest, but nothing that can't be ironed out, you know. Lego MacGyver here can't remember the I before E rule. He has a couple commas instead of periods and everything, but that's all fixed and finished with 13 design and 10 technology. Boom! New record in design. Very nice. New topic and a new combo. Excellent. Alright. As you can see, there is this option over here to the left that we can trash a game. Not that I would ever know why you would want to do that, but you know, if you just want to gain experience and stuff, I guess you could. We will probably never do that. So, wait a couple seconds. So, the first reviews for Camelot Crest have come in, and it looks very promising. 7 from Star Games. Another 8 from Informed Gamer. Woo! 7 from Game Hero, saying adventure games work well on PC, and another 7 from All Games. Woo! Almost all 7s across the board. Very, very nice for our second game. Alright, according to rumors, the Japanese company Ninvento, because they're very innovative in their game names, is planning to launch its very own home gaming console. Ninvento is known for the widely successful arcade game Dinky King. Many industry experts doubt the home gaming consoles will take off, but we are eager to see what Ninvento will deliver. Interesting to see. We are going to generate a game report because we can, and it'll give us more research. So, week 40 for Camelot Crest within the first week. Sold quite a few already. Wonderful, 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 with 146 fans so far. Alright. So, game report, medieval and adventures, great, and dialogue seem to be very important. So we were right there. We did well. How are you doing over on your side, Zach?
It's going alright. It's going alright. I've got one more fan than you do. But the review people hate me.
Oh. Well, mine just updated. I now have 159 fans.
Oh.
Alright, so pick a topic. We're going to choose another topic here. Let's see. We're going to choose horror. As horror games actually seem to be pretty popular around the time of gaming stuff. Granted, this is the 80s. We aren't all that far out everything, so it's not going to be too overly special. But alright, so we're going to develop a new game. We're going to pick our topic. And we're going to choose vampire, actually. Do we want vampire? No. We want horror. Genre horror. Let's see. Action game. For right now the PC. And we're going to call it Van Helsing. Contrary to the popular Van Helsing, due to my flubbing up of typing, we're now going to create Van Helsing. Same sort of thing, and many years before the popular Hugh Jackman movie, we're going to create Van Helsing. Same sort of thing, but different. And we're going to make this 2D graphics V1. Obviously, because we want you to be right in the action of this horror game. Alright, action. We're going to bring stories and crest down a little bit. Bring the gameplay up along with the engine. I feel like that's a good thing to do. Today, an inventor has confirmed recent rumors and announced their plans to release a new gaming console called the TES. The TES. Early next year, the console features cartridge-based games and a unique designed controller. As you can see up in that top right corner, we are nearing the end of our first year to where our second game is almost off the market, and we are halfway through our third. So, action game. Dialogue's no most not important at all. Artificial intelligence, though, is, along with a bit more level design. So we are doing well for our first year. Game like Crest now off the market sold about 18,500 units and generated just under 130,000 in sales. We are not doing too shabbily, people. Not too shabby at all. I will say that tonight's gameplay is sponsored by Pure Leaf Raspberry. Not sponsored. Which is what I'll be drinking. Because I'm trying to wean myself off of drinking a lot of pop. So, action. Lots of graphics. Sound we want to keep up there. World design, we'll bring down a bit. And we want to include basic sounds. This terrifying screams where you chop off a vampire's head will just be screeching in your ears, and you'll be fully in depth. Oh, thank you. Lego MacGyver from Patrick and Daniel Klug at Greenheart Games. Hello, Lego MacGyver. We are the creators of Game Dev Tycoon, and we'd like to thank you for purchasing the game and supporting us. Oh. It is our very first game. It means a lot to us that you're enjoying it. Well, I definitely am, and I hope to enjoy it more. With your purchase, you start a little startup, and this hopefully makes sure that we can bring you more games in the future. Seriously, you all, thank you very much, and have fun playing this game. Well, that is awesome that they added that in there. I don't actually know if they... Zach, do you know if the people who made this game have created any others?
I'm not exactly sure. I know there's stuff in production though.
Alright, so we may have something to look forward to within the next maybe couple of months or next couple of years. But if it's anything like this game, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. As you can see there, we leveled up in level design. No pun intended. And we got a new technology record for that. We are going to generate game report, just because it's generating research for us. And the first reviews for Van Helsing have come in. 7 from Star Games. 5 from Informed Gamer. Have seen better. I don't know. 6 from Game Hero. Oh, that's nice. And 7 from All Games, usually a hard critic. Alright, that's very interesting. We'll have to see what our game report has to say. Contract work. Ah, yes, contract work. Hi there, I've just finished Van Helsing. how have you finished it? We're not even a week into the market yet. That's impressive. I'm impressed by your talent. Why, thank you. I'm in the contracting business. We could use skills like yours. If you're ever short on cash, which at the moment not too much, just let me know and I'll see if I have some work for you. Jason! So, contracts have been unlocked. To see that, just click anywhere, which we can't do because we're doing a game report. So, I have to wait a moment here. Alright, so action horror is good. Graphics seems to be very important. Platform, genre, PC action is good. Aha! That's very, very good to know. Alright, as you can see here, we now have find contract work. So, it's good to earn extra cash and balance low, and useful to generate some research, which at the moment we're not too worried about. So decide carefully what we want to do. So contracts is, in a way, a lot like doing a game almost, where we have to generate design and research. To where there are these people who is like, alright, so game backdrops, design backdrops. So we have 3 weeks to generate 7 and 3, which is very easy to where if we don't make it, we lose money. But if we do make it, we get a little bit of cash. So we'll do this, which should be very easily. Hopefully. Come on, MacGyver. There we go. So we did that, and we just earned practically free $12,000. So, Jason, hi, Jason here, I just got wood from contract, excellent work. So, new contracts arrive every 6 months, so check back sometime. I'll probably forget about it at some point, so yes, feel free to laugh at me about that.